Are you looking for something different to do in Mahahual? Hello friends, hola amigos. Today we are going to do a day trip to Mahahual. Mahahual is home to the cruise pier or port of Costa Maya in Mexico. So what is there to do in Mahahual? If you're not interested in the typical golf cart tour or the hour-and-a-half trip to get to a ruin, or beach clubs, or just drinking on the beach, if you're looking for something different, why don't you try renting a bike? Yeah, it's really hot here, but guess what? We have found the only, and I'm pretty sure it's the only, electric bikes for rent in Mahahual. For you cruise ship passengers, the pickup point is a little bit further than would be convenient for Costa Maya. However, we are going to show you where you can take a quick taxi from outside of the port and over to his place, and where you would pick up a taxi to get back. Now, if you're here and staying in one of the beautiful Mahahual hotels, really easy for you to go and see Alistar to get your bike. Do know that beaches in Mexico are free to access. However, if you are going to access the beach where there's a beach bar or a beach club, it's important that you understand that facilities are not for your use if you are not eating and drinking at that particular beach bar. So as long as you don't use the bathrooms or their chairs or anything that they provide to paying guests, then you're good. Just cut right through, go take a swim, come back out, and be on your way. So before we head out onto the bike, you can see that there is the lighthouse behind me and the iconic Mahahual sign with the big fish on top. So if you take a taxi here, all of these beaches right behind the sign are free and open to the public. No beach club here, no facilities. And this place is full of locals on the weekend. It's especially Sunday, but it's an excellent place to exit or enter the water. What I would recommend, if you are going to enter the water without doing it at a beach club or whatever, that you will be comfortable wearing water shoes. So the reason that you want to wear water shoes is there might be a little sargassum on the ground, but more importantly, there's a lot of limestone in some of the areas where you would enter the beach without being at a beach club. So you definitely don't want to hurt your feet by entering in this free beach area. So water shoes would be recommended. It's really beautiful. Look at that. If you're more interested in heading out on a snorkeling tour, stay tuned for our video on snorkeling in Mahahual. It was phenomenal. So make sure that you hit subscribe. Don't forget to hit like for this video and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss our snorkeling video. Here we are on the road that your taxi will bring you up, and you can tell them that you want to head to Calle Calzone, where the Noah Hotel is. Got all kinds of bikes here which are suitable for women, men. If there's a bike for putting children on the back, and there are smaller bikes for kids. Most of the bikes have baskets, so which is really helpful if you want to throw your beach gear right into the bikes. Now the name of this place is Bicicletas Mahahual, which we will attach or put into the description below, the Facebook page and the WhatsApp information for picking up your bike. Hola! El Star speaks English, so no worries there. Now, if you're not interested in doing a lot of biking, we have 2 of these electric bikes, and these are $3.50 per hour. I've never been on an electric bike. Comment below if you have ridden on an electric bike and what the verdict is. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Let us know. Also, while you're down there, don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and click that notification bell so that you don't miss a video from us on our travels. All right, are you ready? Let's go. So I'm all outfitted and ready to go with my helmet that includes my GoPro. So far as I'm getting used to riding this thing, it's super fun, and we've already covered a ton of ground. So this really is a great way if you want to ride along the beach. It is extremely hot here and it is humid, but one of the things to know is you might be able to tell by the palm trees here that it is windy here. And with the wind, it really provides a beautiful breeze if you're doing something that is physical, like walking or riding a bike. And of course, the electric bikes are providing wind of its own without us having to expend a lot of power. So once you pass the Chunky Monkey, that is where the road gets super bumpy. So having the electric bike is hopefully going to be really helpful for this, but let's check it out. So far we do still have 4G service, but we do expect to lose cellular as we continue up this road. We'll let you know when that happens. So we've arrived at a little point called Beautiful Little Beach, and this whole area is public, but it looks like there is some camping happening around here, and but it is all public. But this area here, you can actually get in the water pretty easily. I do recommend water shoes if you have them, so that if you do step on a shell or something like that, it would be, you know, you wouldn't get injured. Definitely don't want to do that on your one day of vacation. Look at, there's Marty on his electric bike. He's having a lot of fun on it. It looks more like a scooter than it does a bike. We are going to continue heading back towards the cruise ship Pier. So we have driven about, I would say, 9 miles up this somewhat bumpy road. So one thing to take a look at is, you know, when you're driving up this road, you have to be careful of potholes. You have to be careful of there being sand across the road because you could slip and fall. And also people use ropes to go across the road, which is like a speed bump. So we call it a rope. So we are going to head back towards that way. There are a couple of places that look interesting that we would like to stop and have a drink and maybe a bite to eat. So let's go. So along this whole way, we have had between 3G and 4G connectivity all the way up to the Mayachan Beach Club. Once you get closer to the Chunky Monkey, where I think we're going to stop first, you'll have 4G until you get a little bit past that and get onto the bumpy road. It turns more into a 3G service. So as we were riding along, we noticed this super cute church. So it's tiny. There are 3 benches in here, and wow, I love it. So we have arrived at our first stop. We are at the Chunky Monkey. Okay, the wind is really blowing right now, as you can probably see, and it's actually blowing my gimbal around. So,
beers are whistling.
did you hear that? Our beers are whistling. I love it. So we're having a couple of beers, and this place is really cool. Friendly service and ice cold beer. Perfect. We have discovered Capitan Barba Negra, Captain Blackbeard, and it is right on the water. It is a little bit more towards the end of the Malecon as you're coming from the cruise ships and coming up. It's got tables and there are chaises for lounging in the sun, and they have access to the water. The water looks absolutely gorgeous.
We're going to eat and have something to drink at Capitan Barba Negra's sister property, Kraken.
We are hanging out at a beach club called Kraken. It's actually more of a little bit of a beach bar as opposed to what you might consider a beach club. Water is very easy access. You can see that the kids are out there, and you can literally walk all the way to where the waves are coming. So this is a really cool place, nice place to hang out. You can get massages here. You can see there are a few people getting massages back there.
The food and service at Kraken were excellent. We definitely returned. Thank you for joining us today in Mahahual. Please leave us a comment and check out our blog at mexicolivingthedream.com for more. Bye friends, adios amigos.